What is up, everyone? This is my first YouTube video. Video! 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 Woo! Praise Jesus! Alright, enough celebrating. It's time to get down to it. It is going to be my coming out story, so get in your time capsules and let's take a journey back to ninth grade. Boo! I hated high school. It sucked. Pretty much sucked. Well, anyways, we are going back to February of ninth grade, where everybody's getting ready for the Valentine's Day dance. Now, my high school was a school where the middle schoolers and the high schoolers were all together. So, well, they weren't together in the same classes, but there was like this section over here was middle schoolers, and then this section over here was high schoolers. But some classes, like I would say, like art and band, all that, they had middle school and high school together. But other than that, I don't care about that. I'm more focused onto my coming out story. Alright, well, anyways, it was in February, and everyone was getting ready for the high school dance for, I don't know if it was, I don't remember if it was for Valentine's Day or just a dance. Well, anyways, it was during lunch of, I want to say, a week or so before, and me and my friend were talking, and like, she kind of said like, hey Daniel, you know, there's this girl over here that is kind of into you. You should probably ask her to the dance. And I wasn't really sure if I should or not. And I'm like, wow, a girl that likes me? That's kind of rare. Well, anyways, wasn't actually until I heard proof. I heard we were walking through the hallway, and I was like a few inches behind her, and well, to the girl that liked me, and then I heard her say like, oh yeah, he's cute, I love his eyes, they're like so gorgeous, and like, OMG sister, they're like beautiful on him. I'm just kidding. Well, anyways, it was that day after school. I was getting ready to ask her. She was like standing there, we were talking, and I was like, oh, well, should I ask her or not? And I didn't. I chickened out. Yep, that's me. I chickened out. Well, anyways, I ended up asking her after school, but it was over text. Who does that? Not men. Sorry, just had to do something funny. Well, anyways, where was I? Yeah, okay, so I asked her over text, and then she's all like, oh yes, sure, I would go to the dance with you. And so the next day came, and it was in the morning. We saw each other, and we kind of did like what normal couples do. We held hands on the way to class. I walked her to class, and I don't know, it was the next day I felt, I don't know, like, this isn't working for me, like, I don't feel right, like, I don't know if it's her, or me, or what, but I don't think this is right. And, well, anyways, I kind of started to be, like, kind of afraid of her, like, when we would walk up to the same car, well, our cars, when we were picked up, I would kind of like keep my distance from her and something like that. And I was just scared and just didn't feel right. Well, anyways, a few days later, I still went along with it, and I got everything ready for the dance. I got the suit, the flower thingy. I don't know what the heck it's called. So I had everything all ready and all planned out, and the dance was Friday, and this was like, I want to say maybe Wednesday or something like that, and it was at lunchtime, and I guess some of my friends came up to me, hey, you know, your girlfriend's kind of looking for you, and so I come up to her, and then she's like crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, did I do something? Why are you crying? Well, anyways, she kind of pulls me to the side and says she has to break up with me. What? Bitch, no you didn't. I'm just kidding. Well, anyways, I was kind of not really devastated, but kind of relieved because I didn't really feel right. So that was my first relationship, and probably my last because that just didn't feel right to me. And then, well, I want to say maybe a few months after, I started to get these weird feelings against guys. And was kind of like going towards, I don't know if this is right or if it's wrong, or I actually kind of ignored my feelings, and I don't know, I was depressed throughout high school, and I was picked on and teased a lot because of my interests in different things. Um, so anyways, it was about this time last year. Yeah, we were going to a friend's birthday dinner, and I was deciding or not if, I don't know, if I should come out or not, because I don't know, I really liked guys. I was watching videos, coming out videos, and seeing, like, wow, they're kind of brave. And I wasn't, because I denied it, like, several times, and, like, my mom kind of knew that I was. My dad, I'm not really sure, I've never really talked to him about it, if he knew or not, but my mom definitely knew. Well, anyways, it was at a birthday dinner with a friend, and I was on the way over. I was like, oh my god, I'm so nervous. I was debating or not if I should come out or not, and before, I was kind of like depressed all day, and so like before we went inside, my mom and I had a chat in the car, and she's all like, well, Daniel, are you gay? Well, I denied it, and which was a big mistake. I kind of regretted it after. Well, anyways, it was not during dinner. It was maybe about during dinner. Maybe once we got our appetizers. It was at Chili's, okay? With the chips and salsa. I was digging in and all the food and everything. And my mom was talking to another friend, and she's all, hey, you should text him and see what's the matter with him. And then so she gets on her phone, and she texts me like, okay, what's wrong? I can tell there's something wrong. And so I go, oh, well, oh, shit, should I tell her, or should I hide it some more? And so eventually I'm like writing the text, I'm like shaking, I'm like sweating, I'm like, oh my gosh. And so the words are still like starting to type on my fingers, and then the screen comes like, well, I think it's about time I come out. And I was debating or not if I should send it or not, and maybe a few minutes after, I'm like, okay. And she's like sitting next to me too, like trying to peek over, like, what are you trying to say? So anyways, I send her the text, and she's over there, and then all of a sudden I look over, and all like this big smile comes on her face, and she like texts me, well, it's about damn time. I thought it was so funny. I'm like, well, my reaction was like, oh my gosh, what do you mean? And so I text her again, and then I'm like, what do you mean? You knew this whole time? And then she texts me again. I'm like, she's like, yeah, of course. Well, I kind of gave my family and some friends kind of hints, because I would always be into like the girly stuff. I would play Barbies in my mom's closet. I was into like the dress up stuff, and with the makeup, and like every summer I would have this thing. Okay, this just got real. This just got real, guys. I would have this thing in summer, and I would have my mom. I would get my toe, and I would ask her, Mom, can you paint my toe or something of my toenail and paint it with nail polish? I was obsessed with that. Like every school break, I would want my nail painted, and I don't know why. I would never do my fingers because I would get teased about it. Yeah. Well, anyways, back to the dinner. So my mom's friend started texting, I could tell texting my mom, and then another friend that came with us because it was someone else's birthday. And I was laughing the whole time because I obviously didn't know they knew I was gay, but what do you know? I learn something new every day. LOL. Just kidding. Well, anyways, so we were texting and all that, and she's all, well, Daniel, that's okay. You are who you are. I love you no matter what. And so I never really came out to my mom yet. So it was like before we got dessert and got ready to head out, my dad went up to use the restroom, and I sat next to my mom, and we kind of talked, and she was all, well, Daniel, I'm kind of heartbroken. I knew you were. Why couldn't you just say yes? And I was kind of said, like, well, I was kind of I wanted to experiment on things to see if these feelings were actually true or not. And so that's when the date with the girl happened, and it didn't work out. And like, oh my gosh, that doesn't work for me. Well, anyways, let's see. So we were talking, and she says, that's okay, I love you no matter what, and you're my son. I'm gonna never, nothing's gonna happen for you to lose you or something like that. Like, so we had a pretty emotional talk, and my dad and I never really talked about it. He's still kind of, I don't know, iffy about it. Like, if I talk like, I don't know, I'm just gonna do like an experiment one day and bring like a guy over and like, hey dad, let's kiss. Or no, not, oh my gosh, not in front of, not like kiss him, but like, hey dad, watch this guy. Like give him like a kiss or something like that and see what he says, to see like what are his emotions on it. So anyways, that is my story so far. Well, that is my story. So, yeah, you're not just have to deal with it, okay? That's my story. Okay. Wow, this is 12 minutes long. That's okay. Other coming out videos are way longer than that. Alright, I'm just being weird, and I don't want this to go over 15 minutes. Alright, well anyways, that's my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it the thumbs up if you did. Also, since I am new to this channel, you should subscribe. That will make me do the happy dance each time I get a subscriber. And try to help me become more popular. Woo! Woo! Alright, I will post videos on this channel every Sunday. So next Sunday I am going to have a challenge video, so make sure you check that out. And until then, I will see you all next week. Bye!